Welcome to TatjanaOdinsDesigns, the Everyday Mom. I am going to felt an Easter egg today. We felted the chick already and finished the chick. So I just got some plastic eggs from the dollar store, about the size of a regular egg. Perfect size for the little chick to fit in. And you can make any color egg you want. You can make a white egg, you can make a colored egg. I'm going to do a green egg today. Varied colors of green. I'm going to choose a little roving here off the dark green. And I'm going to mix it up with a little bit of light green. Now it's very hard to see, I know, but the texture of the dark green is a little bit coarser and the texture of the light green is a little bit finer. They're two different rovings from two different companies, from two different places, and I bought them so long ago I don't even remember where I got them. But they will both felt up just the same. And they'll both be pretty cool looking. So I just kind of try to blend them together a little bit to get kind of a cool color variation. This makes it a little more difficult to start out the felting process. So if you're really new to this, it might just be easier to try one color, kind of like wrapping the stone with yellow for the little chick. You might want to try just one color. Okay, so we have our Easter egg, and I'm gonna wrap some wool around it. One direction, another direction. This is kind of hard to do, and it's gonna make it real floppy. There's also no texture on the egg like there is on the stone to help hold the wool. So that makes it also a little harder to hang on to. And it is also easier if you use just one color to have a much longer piece of roving and wrap it around. This overlaying that I'm trying to do with the colors makes it much more difficult if you're first learning how to do this. So maybe I should have started with a single color for teaching you how, huh? My apologies. These were the style of eggs that I made this past Easter. Okay, so once again, real fluffy, just like the chick, super duper fluffy. I'm gonna stick it in the water, kind of helps hold it together for a minute. Get some soap. Once again, any kind of soap. This happens to be dish soap. Hand soap, dish soap, bar soap, liquid soap, doesn't matter. Just as long as the egg or chick can stay kind of soapy. It helps the fibers bind together without peeling off of the outside. It gives a little more, maneuverability for your hands. So he's awfully baggy, just like the chick, very baggy. Start by patting. Super baggy. If you rub right now, it will come apart. This takes a little bit longer than the stones do for the chicks because there's no weight to this egg. So there's nothing really inside it to give you a contrasting weight as you toss it in your hands. I've never actually timed it, but for me it feels like the chicks felt up a little bit quicker than do the eggs. There's also a lot more wool on the eggs, so there's a factor as well. So we have our baggy wool, and I just keep turning it and patting it into shape. So I am going to go ahead and do this for a little while, because this can take I don't know, 15, 20 minutes before it finally starts getting to the stage where you can really start rolling it in your hands. So you can do this too. While I do this, I will be back when it's ready. Okay, that was maybe about 5 minutes. We've gotten slightly tighter, not so baggy. And now I'm going to roll them back and forth on the side first, a little bit, and then on the ends. It being egg-shaped, of course, and not round, it's kind of difficult to roll it around in your hands. So as you roll the ends, it'll kind of pooch out on the sides. And so you roll the sides, it'll pooch out on the ends until it gets tighter and tighter and tighter and becomes more the shape of the egg on the inside. You'll begin to see and feel the difference as it changes. Now I'm doing this inside because while it's lovely outside and it's easy to just make a mess and leave it, boy, the flies are insane. Arizona fly season. It is crazy out there. Feels like you're getting dive bombed by small Cessna aircraft sometimes. They are large. The biting flies have come out. It's kind of difficult to be outside during the end of April and all throughout May in Arizona. Especially out in kind of a rural-ish area where I live. There's some cow farms out here, and that seems to contribute to the fly population a little bit. Okay, starting to get tighter, this little Eastery egg. So we'll just keep rubbing for a few more minutes. Feel free to get it wet if you need to. Your water helps bring the soap out to the top a little bit. Or if your egg is getting a little dry or you don't see any soap, feel free to add some more. Keep that kind of soap lubrication going so that your egg doesn't start fraying the little wool ends off of the outside. I'll be back in a few. Okay, this egg is felting up nicely. You can see still a little bit of squish, but it's getting pretty firm. So now I like to start doing this with the ends. Just really rolling the ends. Your whole egg won't be rolling around in your hands. Ends that way, and then I like to do this to get the middle. As large a motion as I can make it, so I get around the entire egg and don't have to turn it too frequently. Your pinkies and your index fingers will kind of help to felt the top a little bit too. Goes a little bit faster than just patting, but it also tends to kind of fray the wool a little bit on the top. But it helps it felt up nice and fast. If you can't tell, I'm kind of impatient. I like to see results pretty quickly. I like it to look nice and be done right, but I do like to see my results. What's up, little man?
Why is it not staying on?
Oh, because it's a motorcycle. It's only on 2 wheels. You have to hold it up. Okay, felt that eggy. As you do this more, you'll be able to feel more. See how it kind of pooches the ends out. Pretty soon there will come a point where nothing really pooches out as you're doing it, and then you know you're done. Also, the hotter the water that you can stand, that you dip it in, the faster the wool will felt. I know that there are some people that will use extremely hot water and they'll have dish gloves on their hands so that they don't burn themselves. I have not yet done that, actually. It may go even faster and give me my results quicker. But this can be done by small children. I would not have kindergartners and young grade schoolers using really hot water, even with gloves. There's still too much of a chance for getting burnt. So this is a good craft to do with them, especially when it's warm enough outside to go outside. Or they can do it over the sink or in the bathtub or somewhere. Like I said, this was fun to do in kindergarten for Easter. You can begin to see where the top of the plastic egg is and the bottom because it's really taking on that egg shape. It's getting nice and tight. So it's getting there. It's almost there, that little egg. Little guy's in there shrieking at the cats to get them to run up the stairs. It's highly entertaining. For him, of course, not for the cats. I think that's pretty done there. One pretty tight Easter egg. So like I said, you can just set this aside as it is, or you can rinse it. I like to rinse the soap out. Gentle squeeze. Gentle squeeze. Rinse and squeeze very gently. At this point, if you pop the Easter egg open inside of it, the plastic egg, it won't really matter. If you do pop it open earlier in the felting, it can make it rather lumpy and funny looking because it's hard to get it back to its egg shape. Well, there we go. One rinsed Easter egg. It's all nice and wet. We're going to set it aside and let it dry. Variegated colors. We're going to let this guy dry and we'll come back and finish it tomorrow when it's dry. So thank you for watching Tatjana Odins Designs, the Everyday Mom, and I will see you next time.